Nikocado Avocado, someone who was once a strong supporter of living a healthy vegan lifestyle, has now become known by millions for letting the character he plays and the attention of others destroy his own life, while simultaneously making him more successful than he ever imagined. Surprisingly, whenever Nikocado first began on YouTube, all of the most successful people on the platform were all actually far more negative than he was. Leafy, iDubbbz, and Rice Gum, just to name a few of the biggest names at the time. For the most part, all pretty entertaining people, but also overwhelmingly negative. At a time where all the most successful content on the platform was like this, Nikocado's channel promoting a happy vegan lifestyle was something different and positive. Behind the scenes, however, the vegan lifestyle that Nikocado was showing his audience would turn out to be nothing like it seemed.
After a while, it gets exhausting.
While Nikocado himself hadn't posted any type of drama-filled or negative content, it would turn out that the vegan community that he was in would be one of the worst whenever it comes to using controversy to get views, and at the time, Nikocado obviously didn't agree with this, so he just stopped uploading videos centered around being vegan. Instead, he would focus on making videos eating some of the most rare and obscure foods he could find. This genre of YouTube is known as mukbang, and it's pretty much just where you eat as much food as you possibly can, and Nikocado and his boyfriend Orlin were some of the earliest people to start doing this. At first, Nikocado would eat slightly larger than normal amounts of food in these videos, but as the months went on, he would realize that there's a direct correlation in the amount of food you eat and the amount of views you get. The result of this would be him eventually escalating to eating absolutely disgusting amounts of food and, of course, gaining weight. Although he had become slightly overweight, considering his channel had quite literally exploded since he started making these videos, and at this point it definitely seemed like he could manage his weight with some type of exercise or diet routine outside of his videos, he continued uploading and his channel continued to grow at a rapid pace. As time went on, it would slowly become more and more clear to his audience that his weight was starting to become an actual problem that he should address, but instead of doing this, he would just go with the classic method of laughing it off, and he would just make a joke out of it and pretty much just make it seem like it was completely out of his control and he didn't know why he was gaining weight.
What is in here? What is in here? Oh my... What is this?
On the bright side, it turns out that an overweight man eating absolutely disgusting amounts of food while also having a mental breakdown is really fucking good for views on the internet, and Nikocado would grow his fan base to a size that he could have never even imagined whenever he first started. He was really making a name for himself, and he would even start making collab videos with some of the most popular mukbang YouTubers on the website. This would sadly prove to be a double-edged sword, because some of these people Nikocado was making videos with would reveal what he was actually like whenever the cameras were off.
Nikocado Avocado using his platform to threaten me and to bully me. I feel like I've been manipulated by fear, that I can't say no to him. I just want to take back my power to say no.
Whenever former friends of Nikocado's came out and exposed him and showed what he was really like off camera, it became clear that somewhere along the journey he started valuing views and attention more than his own personal relationships and morals. The person that would expose Nikocado was a YouTuber that goes by the name of Stephanie Sue. She would make some pretty strong accusations towards him and have some pretty good evidence to back it up as well. This would without a doubt ruin his reputation, especially since instead of actually owning up to any of the claims, Nikocado just straight up lied about them.
I was in and out of sleep and I have a lot of sponsors. That's a lie because I know what Zach told me. It's also a lie because where are those sponsored posts?
He took the basic approach of whenever you get caught doing something crazy, you just deny, really the oldest trick in the book, but this time it didn't work. Stephanie Soo came out and proved everything that she was accusing Nikocado of, and it just straight up ruined his reputation online. Up to this point, his videos were a little bizarre to say the least, but he still seemed to have some type of human element, and it was clear that he was just playing up all of his emotions for the camera. After this situation though, that all changed. This situation really destroyed any sense of morality that Nikocado had left, and he began reaching absolutely catastrophic levels of desperation just to get more views and attention. He started eating absolutely unfucking fathomable amounts of food in these videos, and in almost every single one of them, he would either try to start drama with someone else, or he would just do something where you would be like, call the fucking cops, this guy's lost his marbles. Spill channel spreads lies about me with receipts. This YouTuber drags me in front of 1.2 million people. And of course, the timeless classic that no one could ever forget, We Broke Up, where he pretty much just uses the fact that his boyfriend broke up with him for views. At this point, nothing was off limits, and Nikocado was doing any and everything he could possibly do for attention, no matter what the consequences were. It really didn't matter how bizarre it was, this guy was going to do it if it meant that it made him more money. He would start a fucking OnlyFans if it meant he would make more money. I wish I was joking, he literally started an OnlyFans. His content would eventually devolve into him just straight up lying in his thumbnails and titles and claim that he has some type of disability while wearing a breathing machine. Obviously trying to make it seem like he was actually in danger due to his physical health, and to be completely fair, he definitely was, but it wasn't because he had some type of disability or anything like that. This motherfucker was literally just morbidly obese, and he was trying to use it to get views. He wouldn't just get away with this either. Thankfully, one of the tallest and most successful commentary YouTubers with a massive fan base would call him out for doing this, because obviously you shouldn't just lie about having a disability because you've been eating disgusting amounts of food for views on the internet for the past few years. This would mean Nikocado would be put in the same position as 2 years before with the entire Stephanie Soo situation. There's millions of more eyes on him that don't like him, so he could either apologize and stop doing the things that got him in the situation in the first place, or he could just play into the character that he's already known as, and of course Nikocado would choose the option that would get him more attention. This would get Nikocado the attention that he so desperately wanted, but it was at the cost of his dignity and any respect that anyone ever could have had for him. Eventually, Nikocado would start to break character and act like a normal person a little more in his videos, and he would even start to show some signs of wanting to actually lose weight and not constantly be this unhealthy.
So there's no video tonight, and there's no video tomorrow. And yes, I know, the first time I never posted every day for the first time in like 3 years. I know. I am done. I'm literally here, chilling, and I'm getting on a healthy diet. I'm getting control of my marriage. My marriage means more than YouTube, so that's it. If you want to know the details, swipe up, check out my last video where I talk about it.
This would sadly end in a way that surprised absolutely no one, and within a week of making that claim, he would just come back to YouTube and prove that he just couldn't control himself anymore. Although Nikocado has over 5 million subscribers spread across all of his channels, and he has succeeded on YouTube by every stretch of the imagination, a lot of his success is directly from lying and trying to get as many sympathy views from his audience as he possibly can, and it seems like that's just all finally caught up to him now. Thank you guys for making it all the way until the end of today's video. If you made it this far, then chances are you liked it, and you'll also like my last one. Don't forget to drop a like on the video and let me know your thoughts down in the comments below. Thank you all for watching, and see you next time.